What's up, guys? It's Ginger Mega here, and I'm back at it again. Today is part 3 of my Heroes in Society series, and today we're gonna start with Umbrella Academy. And I know most of you are gonna probably be thinking, Umbrella Academy? What the hell does the society have to do with that? Well, it does, so trust me and stick around till the end of the video. So, anyone who is probably not thinking that is probably not familiar with Umbrella Academy. Well, let's do a short recap. Basically, it's a series about 7 kids. Well, by the time the series starts, they're adults who got adopted by a rich billionaire as they were children, and well, you might think that's not that unusual. People adopt people so many times in the world. We don't know. But the difference is that they are, one, kids that have superpowers, like wow. Two, they are, their parent, well, their mother specifically, because they don't have a father technically, never was pregnant before the day they were born. They literally just got birthed into reality. No father before, no nothing. Just mother. Poof. Yeah. And basically that's how it all starts. They explain how things go, and basically they become superheroes. They do super stuff, everything breaks down after some stuff happens, which I'm gonna elaborate on later, and their kind of shitty father dies, well, adoptive father dies, and then they have to save the world 3 times, which is basically all 3 seasons of it. That's very simplified. If anyone wants to watch, go watch it. That might make more sense. But anyway, that's the basis of the stuff. What does that give you for their society? One, seemingly no one bats an eye when a rich billionaire just decides, these kids were born in whatever situation. Let's just adopt them. Like, there were no questions asked. He just went to the people, asked, hey, how much do you want, and got the babies. Like, that's just the wildest thing. Like, no seemingly stuff for it to otherwise happen. Secondly, is what happens in, well, the first season. What we see is a bank heist scene where people are robbing a bank, and that seems to be at the end the first outing of them as the Umbrella Academy, which honestly is a great scene. I love it. But what I'm a little bit thinking of is no one bats an eye. It's just, hey, superheroes, and then that's it. Basically what that leads to is that they are superheroes, but then some stuff happens. A kid dies because of his superpowers, and one kid goes missing because he travels forwards in time. Yes, just very ordinary daily stuff. Basically, that then leads to them, well, not being that popular anymore. Which brings me to my stuff. It seems like this is a kind of society-based police, like private police, I would say, because what we see is that they aren't bound by any laws. First of all, like, how are you gonna regulate kids of a billionaire who can just do stuff? Like, there is no control there over that. And secondly, it's directly linked to the public's view, because what is ironically what we see in season 3 is the Sparrow Academy, an alternate version of the Umbrella Academy that basically was the successful version of it. They went to, like, they did stuff, and what it seems like as they grew up, they simply became famous because we see the scene where this like the number one of their group literally just throws a t-shirt out into a crowd every morning, and it's like they have billboards, they have so many stuff that are like, oh, these are like superhero fan people thingies, like stuff like that. Ironically, we know that that also happened to the Umbrella Academy. We see in the first season that as the main villain guy, I guess, goes in, like, tries to meet the rich, snobby billionaire. They are literally getting out of a car, and there's a crowd doing the same fanfare. They're like, hey, Umbrella Academy, woohoo, and stuff like that. The thing is, we kind of are given why it doesn't run to the same thing. Those being the death and the disappearance. Because if these two things didn't happen, we wouldn't have what happened later. What led from that is that every of the other kids simply abandoned their place in this academy, apart from Luther, number one, because they simply didn't either want to end up the same way, or simply, what I am guessing, they were driven out. It was not successful anymore to be part of the Umbrella Academy. Like, of course, they were officially still part of it, but what I'm guessing continued is that as people found out, hey, this kid died, hey, this kid disappeared, they were like, you don't seem like you have a control over that. We don't like you anymore, so just step back. Which they did. Like, ignoring the questions of, like, aren't there super stuff that happen that need to be solved? Seemingly that's not part of the topic, which it isn't, but it's still a good series. But what we know from that is that the public had an effect. What we see in season 3 is that they did everything right. No one died, no one disappeared, nothing. They simply were there. And yeah, they were successful, which is why they got billboards, which is why they still had fans, blah blah blah. In the end, they were destined by their society to either be good and stay good, or fail and lose popularity, which is why also in season 1 we know that Vanya's book did not work. People were excited, hey, this family, we get insights about what happened there. It didn't lead to anything. The people very likely lost interest because, very simply, it showed already something corrupt about a already to the public seen corrupt family, if you can call it that. Yeah, you can call it that. They count themselves as family, and yeah, that's basically it. So that you might not have known that. That's it. See you whenever. If you want to talk to me in real life, go check out my Twitch. It's over there. Like, I'm gonna put it here, and you can also look at it in the description. So till the next time, bye.